This is the 25th summit of the SCO, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. India became an observer nation in 2005 and India got full membership in 2017. So Indian participation is old, but it's never made headlines like it's making now. In the past, the SCO was in the footnotes. Today, it is prime time news. Not because of what is being signed or announced, but because of who is here and who is not here. You know who I'm talking about. US President Donald Trump. His country is not an SCO member. So, of course, Trump is not here in Tianjin. But thanks to his tariffs, he is very much the elephant in the room. Leaders from India, China and Russia are present here. They've all felt the sting of Washington's trade war and sanctions. So their coming together sends a powerful message. The Tianjin summit is not just another regional grouping. It is a sounding board for the global south. And Washington would do well to take note. So how is the US looking at it? Well, there are very few official reactions as of now. No rambling posts on Truth Social by Donald Trump. No sharp statements from his press secretary. No deliberate attacks from his trade advisors. Right now, they're all mum. Maybe they're taking the weekend off. Maybe they're just processing the pictures. Either way, they wouldn't be thrilled by it. The SCO has 10 member states. Most of them are not American allies. Some of them are American adversaries, like Iran. The SCO accounts for 40% of the global population. It makes up 23% of the global GDP. Trump has not targeted this group in the past, but he has trained his guns on other such non-Western groupings like the BRICS. So this summit in Tianjin, in the middle of Trump's global trade war, will make the White House uneasy. It will show them how their moves have backfired, especially with partners like India. Trump has imposed 50% tariffs on Indian goods to punish India and isolate Russia. And this has undone decades of progress in bilateral ties. Look at this report from the New York Times. It says Trump's actions are less about Russian oil and more about the Nobel Peace Prize. Well, for those who haven't followed this, here's a quick primer. India and Pakistan were engaged in a conflict this summer. Pakistan sued for peace. India agreed. And Trump claimed credit for brokering the ceasefire. But India called out the lie. Trump did not mediate the ceasefire. And the US president did not like it. So he's been repeating his claim on loop. He's mentioned it more than 30 times now, 30 times. Reports suggest that he wanted India to nominate him for the Nobel Peace Prize. Islamabad had already done it. And Trump wanted the same from New Delhi, but that did not happen. So Trump is throwing a tariff tantrum. The same report also mentions that he may not travel to India this year for the Quad summit. Quad is a grouping of 4 countries, the US, Australia, Japan and India. It is often seen as an anti-China bloc. Now, India is a key part of it. The leaders have a summit every year. This year, New Delhi is supposed to host the summit in November, and turns out Donald Trump may not attend it. I'm sure the SCO host China is the happiest to learn about it. But I would say the US must pause and consider too. What were they thinking or not thinking? The White House may want to position Trump as the ultimate deal maker, but the world sees a bully in him. And this summit is a reminder that the global south is not waiting for American approval to form its own clubs. That Moscow is not isolated, that Beijing can still shape the global agenda, and that India cannot be pushed to pick sides. It's a symbol of shifting power. And the lesson for Donald Trump is quite clear. Mocking rivals and hurting friends is not a strategy. It does not win you leverage, it exposes your limits. As Trump's trade war rattles the world, all eyes turn to Tianjin, host of the SCO summit. Prime Minister Modi makes his first visit to China in 7 years. India's policy of multi-alignment faces its biggest test. Will the outreach to China open the door to a new partnership? And will talks with Russia add weight to India's stance against trade wars and tariffs? Catch Vantage live from Tianjin.